What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Monday, December 9th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay, who do we have at the shooting guard position? I like Ricky Rubio from the Phoenix Suns playing the Minnesota Timberwolves, who have the 6th worst defense overall, and they give up the 7th most fantasy points to opposing point guards. Ricky Rubio has averaged 35.4 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 31 minutes per game with a 20% usage rate. He scored 39 fantasy points in 35 minutes last game. He's projected at 36.9 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.3 times value. He's $7,000 DraftKings salary and $600 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 233.5 points scored in this game, so that's a high-scoring game, a home game, a fast-paced game, and a great matchup. So I like Ricky Rubio here versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, who do we have at the shooting guard position? I'm going to give you a value play here. I like Langston Galloway from the Detroit Pistons playing the New Orleans Pelicans, who have the 3rd worst defense overall. They give up the 13th most fantasy points to opposing shooting guards. Langston Galloway has averaged 20 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 28 minutes per game with a 17% usage rate. He's projected at 19.8 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.5 times value. He's only $3,600 DraftKings salary, and he's $300 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 226 points scored in this game. This is a fast-paced game, a good matchup, so I like Langston Galloway here versus the New Orleans Pelicans. Okay guys, if you're getting any value from this video, please hit that red subscribe button. We put out new fantasy basketball videos every single day. So if you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell notification, you won't miss out on any of our new fantasy basketball and fantasy football videos. Tons of free stuff coming your way. It only takes a second, and it helps us push out more fantasy content for you guys to consume each and every day. It's because of you subscribers that make this possible. So thank you for supporting this channel. Okay, who do we have at the small forward position? Here's another value play for you. I like Josh Okogie from the Minnesota Timberwolves playing the Phoenix Suns, who have the 11th worst defense overall, and they give up the 8th most fantasy points to opposing small forwards. Josh Okogie has averaged 20.4 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 25 minutes per game with a 16% usage rate. He's projected at 20.2 fantasy points here tonight. That's just about 5 times value. He's $4,200 DraftKings salary and $400 less on FanDuel. So I love that FanDuel price. Vegas thinks there's going to be 233.5 points scored in this game. So we got that high-scoring game, fast-paced game, good matchup. So I like Josh Okogie here versus the Phoenix Suns. Real quick guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the position optimizer where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new player trends tool where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, let's take a look at the power forward position. I like Pascal Siakam from the Toronto Raptors playing the Chicago Bulls, who have the 12th worst defense overall, and they give up the second most fantasy points to opposing power forwards. Pascal Siakam has averaged 44.3 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 37 minutes per game with a 29% usage rate. He scored 44 fantasy points last game in 36 minutes. He's projected at 44.1 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.6 times value. He's $7,900 DraftKings salary and $1,200 more on FanDuel. So I love that DraftKings price. Vegas thinks there's going to be 214.5 points scored in this game. This is a fantastic matchup. This guy's got 50-point upside. So I like Pascal Siakam here versus the Chicago Bulls. Okay, moving on to the center position. I like KarlAnthony Towns from the Minnesota Timberwolves playing the Phoenix Suns, who have the 11th worst defense overall, and they give up the third most fantasy points to opposing centers. KarlAnthony Towns has averaged 53.5 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 34 minutes per game with a 28% usage rate. He scored 59 fantasy points in 37 minutes last game. He's projected at 54.8 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.9 times value. He's only $9,300 DraftKings salary, and he's $1,900 more on FanDuel. So I love that DraftKings price. So we know Vegas thinks this is going to be a high-scoring game. 233.5 points scored in this game. So I'm targeting this game. It's a fast-paced game and a great matchup. So I like KarlAnthony Towns here versus the Phoenix Suns. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again and good luck. Do you want more fantasy picks? Check out the video linked right in the middle of the screen. If you got any value from this video, please tap that subscribe button before you get out of here and ring that bell notification so you won't miss our daily fantasy football uploads. We're putting out new videos every day, so I don't want you guys to miss any of our free content.